Good afternoon from Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a great time. Is it good morning, good afternoon, your time? Thank you very much for joining us to attend this webinar, which is really tackles a very important topic. My name is Fawzi Bawab, and I'll be presenting a little bit of intro on myself. I represent Merck Training and Consulting, and I thought that it's time to discuss this very important topic. This topic, I've actually had many questions during my sessions, my lectures with my students and participants, and they usually come to me and they say, look, we've been practicing quality, we've been practicing the ISO, the models, the Six Sigma, the Lean, using the 7 quality tools and all these great stuff that have been working for a while. Now, we've been hearing stories that maybe many of these quality models and quality tools are obsolete. So these participants, these students, they come to me and they say, is this true? I mean, are we living now in the quality which is obsolete as a concept, and we need now to focus on something that is being discussed in conferences? Some papers are coming out, which is the topic of quality 4.0. So that actually led me to the need to discuss this topic and maybe try to shed some light on the importance of focusing on quality as a concept and then moving to the quality 4.0. So with that in mind, I again thank you, and we will allow the questions at the end of the session. And just a reminder here that this session is being recorded and it will be shown on the YouTube channel for Merck Training and Consulting. So you can come back at any time and you can watch it as you would like, maybe many times if you wish, and come back. So thank you very much. I think I see some people, more people are joining us in the webinar, but as I mentioned, it is recorded and anyone can then come back and then maybe share it or watch it again. So with the plan for today is to spend maybe the next 40 minutes to talk about the very important topic in my opinion, which is basically the introduction or the advance of quality 4.0. So we will a little bit discuss the importance of the discussion. And as I mentioned, what led me to this topic or to the discussion was the many questions that I had before. And, you know, the very important fundamental question, I mean, is quality as a concept is obsolete? And are we going into the era of quality 4.0? So what is quality 4.0, and how can we as quality professionals, people working in the continual improvement field, maybe benefit from this quality 4.0? Is it really a fad, or is it something we can benefit from? So we will start talking about that. We will mention, or we have to mention a little bit on the evolution of industries 1 to 4 and its linkage to quality mindset. Then we will engage and present to you what is meant by quality 4.0, look at some of the studies that's been done there. Quality 4.0 value propositions, what are they proposing to us in terms of value? And then as we have in quality, what we refer to as the fundamental or basic quality tools, 7 basic tools, we have something that we will call the 7 quality 4.0 tools. So very interesting discussion, and try to link it with our continual improvement discussion. Now, also, as quality professionals, we had our roles, we had our competencies, we had our training. But what is happening right now, we need maybe additional skills that are needed to navigate through this quality 4.0, which basically came from our industry 4.0. So what are these skills, and how can I prep myself or upskill myself to that era of industry 4.0 and of course the 4.0? I will share with you also Boston Consulting Group and American Society for Quality survey that they did in Europe and the US on the quality 4.0 deployment. And then we will share with you some takeaways and then move to the Q&A session at the end. So please hold on your questions if you have any questions, any remarks, and definitely we can maybe engage and have a discussion or some Q&A at the end. Just before we start, let me just quickly present to you our profile. Merck Training and Consulting is one of the leading companies in terms of training, corporate training and consulting in the Middle East region. We started, or the company started in 1958 and then evolved to become full solutions in terms of training. We have over 26 categories, over 300 courses in topics, ranging from project management to quality, to finance. We offer them in two types: public courses, which we offer in different cities, and then we have in-house courses, and definitely some consulting and advisory courses in different fields, including strategy and HR. So please feel free to check our website on the list of courses that we have. I mean, this slide here just shows you the extent of our offerings in different categories, the 26 categories. Under quality and productivity, as you would imagine, we've got a wide array of courses under the Six Sigma, under the Lean, certified quality manager, some ASQ courses, American Society for Quality courses as well. And we have also a number of courses that are linked to associations that are accredited, such as the ASQ, such as the ILM, the Society for Human Resources Management as well, PMI as well. So we've got some sessions that are internationally accredited, which requires the participants maybe to satisfy certain requirements, including exams or projects as per the institution requirements. This is me, Fawzi. I come from an engineering background by training. My bachelor's degree is in civil engineering, where I practiced a little bit of civil engineering concept, but then I fell in love with quality management and continual improvement. I pursued my master's degree in industrial engineering and started to focus more on the TQM and quality management deployment, including working with companies such as IBM as their quality manager, consulting in different companies, including KPMG, certification bodies like British Standard Institution. Then I pursued my PhD, and I did it in operational excellence at Heriot-Watt University in Edinburgh. My dissertation was on Lean Six Sigma implementation in healthcare. So I'm closely related to the topic of quality, and this is where it's very close to my heart. I joined Merck in 2004 after moving from Ottawa, Canada to Dubai. And then I basically started developing the quality and operational excellence courses and solutions at Merck. So these are the areas of competence, including quality, continual improvement, strategy as well. And this is me. Basically, I've been practicing, breathing quality all over these probably 30 years right now. So a combination of engineering and operational excellence. Feel free to connect with me at LinkedIn at any time. I would love to be on your network as well. So as I mentioned, what triggered me to actually discuss this in this webinar is this question that I got all the time. And it was, I mean, what's happening with quality? Do we have new inventions? Is it like technology? I mean, with the technology explosion around us, many people think that quality, needs to be upgraded. Maybe the concepts of quality, including, the usual control charts or the SPC, statistical process control, they're obsolete. I mean, well, to answer this question, we need to think about what is Industry 4.0, because the Quality 4.0 seems to be linked with this concept of Industry 4.0. So traditional quality versus Quality 4.0. Are we using the concepts of Industry 4.0? And this is where AI, artificial intelligence, augmented reality, virtual reality, Internet of Things, machine learning, which is the Industry 4.0, is this what we should be doing now in quality, which requires us to have a totally different skill set? So this is what basically triggered me to discuss this topic and bring the concepts to your attention, so maybe we can discuss, and of course we can always elevate this discussion through research and listening from the practitioner themselves. So what is Industry 4.0, since we are linking the concept of Quality 4.0 to Industry 4.0? Well, as you would imagine, the industry evolution started over the years from Industry 1.0, which basically started with using water, steam to increase production, a little bit of first mechanical loom, and then out of the sudden, we started to see mass production. We started to see labor-based mass production, assembly lines, electrical energy started to emerge. We're talking about, start of the 20th century. As maybe some of us, depending on the age, experience, we've seen the 1970s where Industry 3.0 and the automation started to appear, a little bit even of the logic PLCs. Internet, well, wasn't really at that time, but after that, the electronics, computer started to replace manual work. And later on, we started to see Industry 4.0, which is coming now to our time, and this is where the cyber physical systems, the evolution of the digital, or let me say the explosion of digital and virtual environment, cyber physical systems, Internet of Things, machine learning, robotics. This is all now becoming the talk of everyone around us, and how we can use Industry 4.0 in healthcare. I mean, robots are probably now replacing surgeons. Robots are replacing maybe a chef in a restaurant, or serving you coffee, as I've seen it personally in some areas, or cafes, the totally robo cafe, banks as well. So you're seeing lots of replacement of certain processes that had people, and you are bringing now what? Robots and technology to replace that. So the technology that is coming into Industry 4.0 is basically focusing on what? The interconnection between machines, automation, machine learning, real-time data, the ability to process data real time, which brings us into a topic which is the big data, and using this data to our advantage in many industries. So in quality, which is now Quality 4.0, means the interaction of quality concepts and Industry 4.0, and as we quality professionals would use this to our advantage. So I'm just running here a quick poll, if you allow me, and I'm gonna ask you this question. So here we go. If you just take and you can answer. So the question is, what do you think Quality 4.0 is all about after this short introduction? Is it really about enhancing inspection, which was one of the earlier concepts? Nothing new. Enhancing discovery using Industry 4.0 tool or tools? Is it total quality management? What do you think the answer would be? All right, interesting. I see some answers here. So is it about discovery, enhancing discovery using some of the tools? Is it about total quality management? All right, good stuff. I think we have some good answers here. Let me try to show you some of the answers that we have. Okay, here we go. And if you look at this, you can see that 100% of the participants, which is basically the correct answer, we are now enhancing the discovery. We are enhancing the data mining and collection of data, analysis of data to get to factual approach to decision making in quality using the Industry 4.0 tools. So now that starts to give you a flavor of Quality 4.0 and how it links to our topic, and how the Industry 4.0 brought many tools to Quality 4.0. So it's not an invention. It's not like, you know, a software that basically is being updated in that sense. So if you look at now what quality is all about, we can basically start thinking about the evolution that started to happen. So what is happening here? We are seeing an evolution over the years. We're not seeing concepts that are replacing our existing quality. I mean, you know, the 7 basic quality tools, if you're aware of them, control charts, Pareto's, the Ishikawa, they're still here, but we are using another level that help us discover new relationship, maybe expedite how we do things, speed up how we process data in our quality analysis, because quality is, after all, solving problems for our businesses and, you know, bringing another level of quality and removal of deviations and delays and defects. So we are seeing that evolution, and we are saying, can we benefit from it? As we would imagine, evolution of the industries 1 to 4 versus quality mindset. The quality mindset itself has evolved. It started with an inspection mindset, which basically was not very good for us, because basically you are catching the mistake after it's been produced, or even it has arrived to the hands of our external customer. Now, quality as a design, which was inspired by the famous Dr. Edward Deming, which he called that quality should be built into the product, into the, the process. And the process will basically have then the output of the product or output of the service, and we can then, you know, sleep well and know that the process has already the right quality parameters, so we don't have to worry about the output. Later on, as we can see over the years, quality started to take a different dimension. Quality became the responsibility of everyone within the organization. It took a more of a holistic approach, i.e. involving people. Total quality management, as we called it, which makes quality everyone's responsibility and empowering individuals to contribute to continuous improvement. Now, this required a culture, this required awareness. Yes, we did see some success. However, we did also see some failures when this was implemented, maybe because it didn't really have measurable targets. I mean, some people might say, I prefer to do quality as projects, like, you know, the Six Sigma projects. But yes, it did have some impact on the quality movement. Now, where we are talking about the explosion of quality, more of an adaptive, intelligent environment where data is flowing by the minute, data is being collected every second. How can we benefit from this? What tools can we now use to move into this new mindset? And this is where quality as discovery becomes very important and links directly with our quality 4.0 mindset. So if we want to define quality 4.0, it's basically the usage of technology, Internet of Things, cloud computing, artificial intelligence, everything that now Industry 4.0 is calling for, we want to use it to our benefit as quality professionals. Now, what does that mean? Well, maybe then we need another set of skills. We need to upgrade our skills as quality professionals. Yes, knowing all the quality concepts that we've been talking about is a must, but maybe now with Quality 4.0, we need to look at a new set of skills. So this was done by Quality Progress magazine in 2018, and they were talking about what are the specific quality tools that we have, and how they will impact quality professionals. So on the next slide, you will see a little bit of this diagram that shows you that Quality Now 4.0 will involve processes, as we always did, but technology has taken a good part of it. People are still there because we still need the collaboration of people, we still need the competency of people, but technology has brought in a different type of skills. So whether you're talking about big data, right, or whether you're talking about machine learning. I mean, this one is a little bit busy, but if you can look at it, you can see that you have, the application development, how maybe quality will become an application on your mobile where you can get data and then analyze it, and you connect the products and the processes in a much faster way, so you can react very fast to all these issues. So you're bringing in lots of other set skills where you need now to basically look at processes in a different format. I mean, we did look at risk. How would you conduct audits in a more effective way to fit the industry 4.0? So you can see here that we now have a challenge of how we can adapt, how we can learn these new skills and then use them to our advantage in Quality 4.0. So you can see here from this quick table that there is an evolution. We're presenting on the left-hand side the industry description, as I've shown you in the previous infographic. And then you can see that the corresponding right side shows you the quality dimension, quality 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, and then 4.0. So you can see here, there is an evolution that, we try to connect with the evolution of industries. So the digitization of processes, machine learns how to self-regulate. Now, I can see some of you maybe looking at this and like, is this replacing the quality professionals? Are you telling us that machine might take over and start to do their own adjustments and fixing and reacting and corrective action, preventive action? Well, it's already there, right? I mean, artificial intelligence is all around us, whether it's on your phone or on the machines that track you all the time, or the supermarkets using it for marketing purposes. It's there. I mean, you cannot really resist that movement. But how can we use it to our advantage? We still see the human performance as something which is needed, unless one day they do replace everyone by robots. But then, what do humans do? Do we have to find other things that we can work on, develop? So it's a big debate, not only on quality, but the advance of technology and how is this taking over and making many jobs obsolete. I mean, many of the jobs that we basically knew, they're out, they're obsolete. You don't see them anymore, and they will continue. Many jobs, especially the ones that are routine in nature, repetitive, you will start to see many of the jobs being replaced by machines, and probably the machines will do a better job and even more accurate job in terms of mistakes. So we are in the same boat. We are looking at how these industries or Industry 4.0 can replace many of the things that we as quality professionals, auditors, consultants are doing, and what should we do for that. But then I need to remind people that Quality 4.0 is not a replacement. We're not saying we're bringing the digital and the robots to replace anything. No, we're saying it's complementary to the concept of Industry 4.0, and it's not a direct replacement of all these good business or management practices that we've been using for over or many years. So we are rebuilding, we are improving on our existing quality systems and using these concepts like big data, artificial intelligence to enhance customer satisfaction, operational efficiency, and productivity, which means you as a quality professionals, you need now to become aware of it because you need to bring it into the picture of quality and use it to the advancement of quality in general. You know, this is where people say, okay, what's new? Well, Quality 4.0, the value proposition is to bring that technology and to increase the speed and quality of decision making. Maybe sometimes as a quality professional, I have to wait for a report, I have to wait for the data to be analyzed. Now, maybe it will happen much faster. Maybe it will be something that you will get immediately in that sense. Augment, maybe it will help and develop human intelligence. I can use it to improve transparency. I can use it to build better relationship between different processes, which is the interconnectivity between processes. So there are the benefits that we can maybe see in 4.0, but also with that, we need to look at what we call the skills. So it is more than technology. It is about how we people manage and we utilize the digital tools and how we use them to our advantage. So it's not the replacement of people. It's not the replacement of quality concepts that we've been using. It is about enhancing how we can use these tools to our advantage and how we can use them to build maybe better, faster processes, i.e. the digital transformation that we are seeing all around us. Technology, of course, is a big part of it, which requires us to start understanding how that technology can be used to our advantage. Now, if you think here also, there are, for people who are familiar with quality, they will actually, recognize what we used to call the 7 quality tools. Pareto, Ishikawa, histogram, graphical tools, flowcharts. There are, you can always Google them. There is actually a webinar on Merck on them, the 7 quality fundamental basic tools that we use. Now, if you want to take them to the quality 4.0, so we can actually bring artificial intelligence, big data, blockchain, deep learning, machine learning, data science. And now I have, as a quality professional, homework to do. I have to understand what are these ideas and how can I use them in my work, which requires another set of skills that I need to focus on. So data science is now something becoming very big. I mean, universities are offering now degrees in data science. How to apply statistical tools, which we used to do, but now you have lots of data that you can actually get your hands on, and you can use it to analyze and get more information about the processes, behavior, failures. You can analyze patterns. So we've got lots of power right now that we can use using these 7 quality tools, and we can definitely benefit from them in our discussion. So, a quick summary here: artificial intelligence, deep learning, blockchain, big data, statistics, and data science has been always there, one of the pillars of quality. So it is still there, but now maybe with a new twist where you have access to big data and lots of other data that you can use to your advantage. So is it only technology? Quality 4.0 says here, it takes more than technology, right? Based on the Boston Consulting Group and ASQ report done in 2019, because there's the human element that we need all the time to consider. We need to educate people, we need to bring this technology, and as a quality professional myself, I've had different hats, maybe one as an auditor, one as a quality specialist, one as a quality manager, operational excellence practitioner in ISO or Lean, quality control, quality assurance, different hats, different competencies, different skills that I had to work on. And many quality professionals had to basically work on these different skills. Now, Quality 4.0, you have to build on this by introducing new skills, right? So skills that will require you to first understand the tools. So we can think here that, there are design thinking, system thinking, understanding how maybe you can connect the digital transformation, AI, machine learning to the systems that you have in your organizations and how you can use it to your advantage. So you're still practicing the continuous improvement concept, but maybe now you are utilizing the Quality 4.0 tools in this sense. And again, the same tools that we look at here, we can still think about think about critical thinking, judgment, decision making, and creativity. Emotional intelligence, I mean, you're still going to work with people, right? You're still going to work with people management and services or negotiation as well. So many of these things are still there, and we can still use them to your advantage. Sorry, got disconnected here. It's okay. I'm gonna skip this poll and share with you a survey, as I mentioned, which is the Boston Consulting Group with ASQ. They focused on the manufacturing sector in the US and Germany, and they tried to give us a little bit of what we call the advance or the implementation of Quality 4.0. And here we can think of only 16% of the companies that were surveyed. They said that they implemented Quality 4.0 initiatives, whether in the implementation of artificial intelligence to the application or implementation of quality, and a large percentage did not start yet. So this is in the US, this is in Europe. No decision, they're planning for it. Only 16% were really active in implementing, if you want to call it, the Quality 4.0 initiative. And when the front runners who were trying to implement it, they had lower expectations. They still have not reaped the benefits of it. And that tells you something here, that we are still at the very early stages of implementing Quality 4.0. Even I had a colleague of mine who is one of the authorities in Lean Six Sigma, and he is one of the people that publish a lot. I did ask him for some articles, journals, articles on Quality 4.0. And his answer was, Fawzi, I mean, there aren't many that are talking about Quality 4.0. So the topic is still new. We know a little bit about it. How well is it perceived? How well is it implemented? And even this is the survey from Boston Consulting Group that shows us that there are barriers. Like one of the top barriers that is shown to us here is the shortage of digital skills and talent. I mean, they're looking for quality professionals that can combine the knowledge in quality, let's call it traditional quality, and the concept of Quality 4.0. And it's not there. The lack of clear or digital strategy, lack of quality culture, concerns about cybersecurity. Some companies do not want their data to be on maybe the net, or collected data could be on the net or the cyber forum. because then you need to look at how you are using big data and cloud. So the number one challenge basically was the shortage of digital skills and talent, which connects with our discussion and the need that quality professional should really upskill and use and learn, maybe learn new skills for the quality 4.0. So a little bit here on the survey and more details. Maybe you can come back to them, but this is another also area, the top challenges for implementation. Again, skill requirements appeared here. This is another study here, another pilot study in European firms. So I was trying to get some research on the topic. Reduce human interaction, lack of top management support, which is again very important, critical success factors, and training costs, and then implementation. So we are still seeing implementation issues, and barriers to the quality 4.0 in its unique definition that we should apply now the techniques of industry 4.0. So what we are saying that definitely quality 4.0 is not a replacement of the traditional quality concepts. It's not a replacement of Lean or Six Sigma. It's not a replacement of the quality tools, the 7 quality tools. It is basically the utilization of these industry 4.0 tools. We are thinking now in a more agile way. We are using more data. We are looking at how we can digitalize many of the processes in our operations and use the industry 4.0, which means that we need to reformat our quality competence. We need professionals in the quality field to be more digitally adapt, and they are now ready to embrace the industry 4.0 and use it to their advantage. With that, I conclude my quick presentation. Very interesting topic, I think. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have listened or benefited to some ideas that I shared with you. If you have any questions, please, you can send them by chat, or you want to follow up later on, feel free to do that. If you have any questions, let me know. This is our, I really invite you to check our course offering at Merck. We do talk about many of these topics in our discussions and courses, from the total quality and the certified quality management professional. So I hope everyone has enjoyed the session. Again, this session is recorded, so you can always come back and download it. It's on our YouTube channel. So thank you very much for attending. And if you have any sessions or any questions, let me know. I'll be more than glad to answer you. Thank you very much. Have a great afternoon, and I look forward to meeting you in the near future. Thank you very much. Thank you.